Copy link. All right. Okay. I hope everyone had a good week. Who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time?
I was on and off a lot of the last time because of uh home duty, so I don't really have a comprehensive recap.
We were working out which of the um, things,
Contracts
that we were going to do, and we decided on the one where we would go and investigate an ancient ruin because, well, we didn't, not because, but Nezrin didn't want to go because it's close to where her family is from. And so objected pretty strongly to it, and there were a couple of votes to go down to Cheddar Bay, and I can't remember what the third option was, but
Something
eventually...
grave robbers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, stopping some grave robbers. That's right. So eventually we decided on going up to the ruin, which is in between in the gap in the Ramparts Mountains. Despite Nezra not really wanting to do it, and she said it was okay, but that she would probably hang back and not go into town if we needed to go into town, which we would have to do to claim the rest of the money. So we decided on that, and then we went on our way up to the ruins, and we stopped and were ambushed by Enrique, the extremely hot goblin, and his friends, and Avan just straight up bitch slapped Enrique into next week. And so we made short work of the goblins who were... Sorry, my dog is being very cute right now. Goblins who were riding wolves. We made very short work of them and sent them packing the remaining ones. We carried on our way. And then a little bit later after that, we were ambushed at night by some hobgoblins riding wargs, who were a bit harder to deal with and gave us more of a challenge, particularly the warg aspect of it. And I don't think anybody went down during the fight, but it was pretty close for a while that some people weren't looking too hot. And we fought those wargs, and that was pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, great recap. I don't think anything else happened specifically. It was a little bit of roleplay here and there, but of note, I almost forgot about this. Alun and Nezrin planted some of the spores on the dead goblins.
Oh,
This will
yes.
not come back to have any consequences. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
It's the fucking big bad. It's just a fucking mushroom lich, I'm telling you.
Almost forgot about that event that did happen. But yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Mushroom lich. I just said that.
Hey, they weren't using those bodies anymore. Might as well do something.
I can't wait for the hottest goblin mushroom lich to come back and haunt you guys.
Haunting good looks.
So you guys are headed towards Turnstile.
Did we use Enrique's body?
I think Enrique's body was there. I don't think specifically you used Enrique's body.
Yeah, I don't.
One goblin was chosen, right?
Yeah.
Enrique was the funniest choice.
We didn't specify, so I'm gonna say it's Enrique. He's the only one hot enough to continue into the afterlife.
Okay, it's for fucking sure Enrique's the fucking...
Only hot people go to heaven.
Only hot people go to
Mushroom heaven.
That's why Margaret Thatcher's in hell.
Yeah.
So rude. I'm not even British.
No, it's fair.
Anyway, you guys are headed towards Turnstile, which is the town where Nezrin grew up. Nezrin is very nervous, not looking forward to this at all. But it's part of the job. Depending on how you guys want to do this, Do you guys want to go there before the job, after the job? What are your guys' plans? You guys are about half a day out from the town.
Mm,
And the ruins are about half a day away from the town, towards the east of it.
um.
I mean, I don't feel like personally we're going to learn anything extra about these ruins from going to the town that we're not going to learn from just going to the ruins.
So did I just want to know if Thorn said this was like a recent development and they've been having trouble, or we are going to investigate it.
Or not just. Ignore what I said. Thorn let you guys know that there was like an earthquake or a landslide or something that happened, and these ruins opened up in the side of the mountain. Some people in town noticed, and they wanted to send some adventurers in to check it out, basically. Nothing's happened yet, but they want to be better safe than sorry because they're a town with a bunch of merchants and people coming in and out of Evernosto go through there, so they want to make sure, things stay safe and stable.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm just making sure there like wasn't a problem that we had to be like.
There's nothing specific there, no.
Okay, then I don't necessarily need to go into town.
You might want to get like a map of the area or something.
EC scoffs at that.
I mean, if it's new ruins, then they're not going to be on the map, are they?
There's a lot of other things that are around the ruins that would be nice to know the location of.
I don't
Ezra
know.
didn't know about these ruins beforehand.
No. There was a chance that Nezrin could do some research in the library, or in a library, and try to find out some information about like the local history of the area. Maybe there's something in there. But nothing specific that she knows yet.
All right,
You got 3 people who don't read books here, so.
But you've got 2 people who do.
It's true.
I'm not going to stop anyone from. sorry. You see, it's not going to stop anyone from going into the village, but if the job is just to go to the ruins, then I mean, maybe we can get a map and add it to our big map, as we live.
I'm honestly kind of neutral. May as well just get to the fun, right?
EC agrees with that.
I'm with EC. I think we should just go for it. But if everybody else thinks that we should go into town, then
Nezrin just nods. I'm very happy to just head into the ruins.
Well, we take a dip into the ruins, see what's up. If it's too spooky or what the hell ever, then we go into town. But otherwise, we just press on. How about that?
But isn't the ruin like a half a day's travel?
Do we have the supplies for half a day's travel?
But I mean, if we go there and then back, that's a full day lost.
What's the time limit on the job?
well, there isn't one. I
There's
suppose,
ruins
but-
anxiety levels.
Right, that yeah.
Well, we might not even need to go to the town in the first place. I think that would be the best for everybody.
Yeah, I think heading into the ruins and seeing what's happening there. If we need to, we can do some research, but maybe we don't, and we can tackle it head on.
To the ruins, then.
All right. So, you guys head towards the ruins. Can I get a survival check, please?
From
All of
whom?
us or anyone?
Whoever's leading the way, which I assume would be easy.
Probably.
Okay.
That's a lower end.
It's still a 13.
I will say that probably the cause of not being completely focused is EC's preparing sections of like 15-foot sections of rope to like tie to arrows to just shoot up, maybe grab the rope of just spelunking stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. As EC's leading the way through and as you guys are following, there are obvious signs of the earthquake or landslide or whatever it was. You're not entirely sure. But you can see some boulders laying near the mountains that have slid off. A lot of trees that have been sort of knocked over or broken. A lot of fresh dirt that has been moved around from either the rocks coming down or whatever shook the ground. You can see that EC, you can tell that a lot of the nearby wildlife has been sort of spooked off and is slowly returning here to the area. Nothing seems unnatural to you. It seems like, you know, there was an event that happened, some sort of natural disaster, and they're slowly returning back to the area now that it's safe.
Really, nature is a fearsome beast. The animals are just now returning after the calamity. Just watch your step. Lots of broken trees around this area. Don't get the big, any like major splinters, aka like branches snapping off and you're stepping on them.
Understood.
But yeah.
All right. As you guys make your way there, let's move you to the new map.
Map. There's rocks.
So, as you guys approach the entrance, you can see there are a bunch of rocks strewn all over the place. And you also see that a part of the mountain has sort of opened up, like almost like it's split open, showing this entrance. Very interestingly, you can see that the ground around the entrance, as you guys move forward towards there, the ground around the entrance has not recent footprints as far as you can tell, but like there was a path here at some point in the maybe in the far past that has been uncovered by what happened here.
This is just going to look around. About whereabouts are we on the map? Like starting out? Okay, down there.
Yeah, you guys are down here starting.
Can I see the weird black rocks that don't look like any of the other rocks sticking out?
Yeah, yes, but they are just rocks. I apologize.
Okay. Okay.
They are just like it. So you can tell that a lot of the rocks are different colors and different styles. It seems as though, actually, make a nature check for me.
Oh boy, we got a 3 in this one. Oh.
Okay. This was definitely an earthquake. And you can tell because a lot of the rocks aren't just surface level rocks, but like there's like different what's the word I'm looking for? Composition of the rocks here. Like some granite, some stone, some like deep darker, like maybe like it used to be obsidian or something like that. You know,
used to be obsidian.
Or it sorry, like buried obsidian is what I mean.
Oh.
So, from what you can tell, this was definitely an earthquake that happened. Something pretty violent, actually. If all these rocks were like sort of exhumed from inside of this cliff face in this mountain.
If there's uncovered obsidian, EC would actually try and take some of that.
Absolutely.
Build another portal.
God damn it, Zoe.
God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, obsidian is a very hardy material. Very good for reinforcing things. Like bows.
Is that like closer to the entrance?
So those black rocks jutting out are, EC can tell, is the obsidian. So it is over to the technically up is east, so that would be north side of the mountain.
Alright. As long as it doesn't seem like it's going like, and it's not going anywhere. It's rocks.
You don't think so, but a lot of the rock formations here like landed where they are basically. So maybe something could happen
Alright,
if they were disturbed.
If EC's gonna take up obsidian, they don't want to risk losing it in the ruins, so they'll leave it where it is and get it on the way up.
Gotcha.
I like look at the rocks and see if any of them seem like precarious at all.
Go ahead and make a nature check for me, actually.
Oh, Pog.
Okay. The rocks here at the top definitely seem precarious. The rocks at the entrance look to be heavy enough that they're probably not gonna move, but given enough force, could definitely be caved in.
Okay.
What do you see, Luna?
I'm getting weird noise in Discord. Well, those look pretty precarious. She points to the really the ones up top that are kind of sketchy looking. And I think we should be mindful of not a cave in, but we want to make sure we can get out. I don't know. If there was another quake, we might get these rocks blocking the entrance.
Well, can't really control another quake.
Yeah.
I think Lou would like to find like a squirrel or something and ask if they've seen anything weird coming out of the cave, or just any weird happenings after the earthquake.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
I'd like to investigate the local fauna. I believe the talk to animal spell is actually a ritual, so we're good there. Investigation. No.
It seems as though all of the local wildlife is still a little bit too skittish to have returned to this area. It looks like it's just you guys.
Mm-hmm. God damn! Can't even find some ants around here.
Can you talk to ants?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, they're really quiet. They're very tiny, but keep your ear out.
Nope. Okay. You see, learn something new every day. So, do we just go at it?
Yeah.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose.
Afan, do you have your rope?
Yeah, I've got some. You know, he opens up his backpack and gets out the rope that he carries with him.
If I can just carry that for now, just in
Mhm.
case I need it.
All
I want to
yours.
get to a place where I can like look into the cave a little bit.
Sure.
And I would like to cast Find Traps.
Interesting. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Near the entrance, you're within like 120 feet, right?
Mhm.
Near the entrance, you do spot something. Does it? Let's see. It reveals the trap. Yeah.
Reveals that a trap is present. You don't learn the location, but you do learn the general nature of the danger
Okay.
posed.
The I wouldn't call it a danger. The trap seems to be one of revealing your presence.
Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Ooh, I did not mean to go there. I meant to go back here. Talk to everybody. But I mean, EC's up here, so she's gonna turn around, see EC's right there, and start a little bit. Oh, uh, we're
Do I
not
need
the.
to wear a bell?
Oh no, it's fine. We're not the first ones here. Pretty clearly, there's some sort of spell or something that will alert someone to our presence if we trip it in the entrance.
Hmm. Um,
Not going to hurt us. It's just going to tell someone that we're here.
which is giving away essentially some valuable information in case that thing does not want us, or that wishes us harm. Um,
Well, it's not something that's designed to hurt. It's just an alert. Like, I don't know.
yes, but if they wish us harm and they are alerted to our presence,
Do you think you could find the trap now that you know that there is one?
I'm not the best at paying attention to very like small changes. I'm more like seeing things from afar and tracking things.
Hmm. Okay.
Since I don't really know like tracking spells per se, I wouldn't be the best in this situation, but I could certainly try.
Um.
I can go and take a look if you like.
Sure. I'm gonna cast a quick guidance on you, and I think that gets you another D4 to a ability check. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to try and be. Is it just the first ability check I do, or anyone that I choose?
I believe it is of your choice.
Okay.
Let's see. Guidance.
I think it might be the next one.
Choice. Yeah.
Oh no, of its choice, yeah. Up to a minute.
Okay. So I'm gonna sneak up to the entrance. So I'm gonna do a stealth roll.
Solid.
And I'm going to get up to about here and kind of peer in and have a look around and see if I see anything.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I am not good at investigating.
That's what EC's trying to convey.
Okay, I'm gonna use my extra D4 on this one.
Yeah, go for it. Okay.
15.
With a 15, you notice that there are no physical traps in the area.
It doesn't look like there's anything. Like, I guess I'm not gonna yell if I was being stealthy, but I'm gonna go back and say, it doesn't look like there's anything like physical in there that's gonna trigger if we go in and set it off. So there must be some kind of magic thing going on, and that's just not my cup of tea, you know. So somebody else might want to go have a look.
Is there any Luna? Is there something you can do about that? Yeah.
I could detect magic, but that would take about 10 minutes since I didn't hear that today.
We can hang around 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna have to take the dog out really quickly, so
Yeah, no
I'll
worries.
be back in a minute.
I could do a pass without trace and go in as a rat or something.
I think that would be an okay idea once we have figured out where we can and cannot step for this
think
not physical trap.
I'm-
Is that answer?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check for Nezrin.
Got a
13.
fairy fire, then that outlines things.
Is that people or objects as well?
I
My
think it's
auntie
people
used
and
to use fairy
objects.
fire.
Nezrin thinks for a moment, and then she says, "Well, Luna, you said it would alert something or someone of our presence, right?
Yes.
I would assume that that means that's the alarm spell then, if we can't find anything physical there."
That is the easiest answer, yeah. I think the question is where it is so we don't trip it, but I don't know too much about the alarm spell, frankly.
She thinks and she looks. It would cover the entire entrance. It can cover around a 20-foot area. And the entrance is less than 20 feet wide, it looks like.
Is it like a tripwire or just like a general area thing?
You can make it a tripwire, you can make it a general area. I'm not sure what they have chosen.
I think Lynn's gonna kind of look at the cliff face and see if anything's soft enough to like shift around or move. If it's just like solid rock or if it's
No, these rocks are too heavy for you to move.
Alright. Is the ground hard packed?
Groundhog path?
Is the ground hard packed? Like how
Oh.
dense?
The area around the entrance is pretty hard packed, actually.
Okay. Gabe doesn't want me to do diggy do.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sad.
We may have to. Well, okay. Here is my thought. If someone has set this someone has set this spell, this trap, they could just be explorers trying to protect themselves. I don't believe something coming from inside would have set that spell.
And it's not like even seeing it could make it so we dispel it either, I guess. Seeing and dispelling are two different things.
I would need to be able to see it. Or actually, no, she doesn't have dispel magic. I believe someone would need to see it if they wanted to dispel it. And as far as I know, the alarm spell is invisible.
Well, you do a detect magic, and then you do a dispel magic. Oh wait, no, that's not how detect magic works. Don't listen to me.
We could just trip it and see what happens.
As long as we are aware of it, then we will not be caught unawares. So that is less of an edge if whoever is in there are adversaries. But as Netherun said, likely nothing that was in the ruins probably said that. Actually, Gabe.
Yes.
If it's sort of, okay, can I see like signs of like human foot traffic around?
Go ahead, and this one I would allow a survival check from you. Tracking is a part of that. Yeah, as you look around the area, it's very hard to see, but it is there. The evidence of someone else, like other humanoids having been here.
Well, there are certainly other people here that got here before us. If not evidenced by the spell, then there's traces that humanoids leave behind when inhabiting an area.
I would say with the 14, it's not like a large group of people. It's a small group, maybe similar to size of your group.
Numbers comparable to ours. So keep your wits about you, and they may even just be friends. But if they're not, well, our teamwork. I have faith in the teamwork of this pack.
You've done a good job so far.
A thought. I trip it as some kind of generally harmless woodland animal. We see their reaction to it. If anyone comes out, I don't know, we have a chat, hopefully non-violent. And if no one doesn't, we press on.
Not a
Well,
bad idea, you know.
how long is the period in which you are willing to wait?
How long are you guys going to wait?
Uh,
What, 2 hours?
EC
Max?
is willing to wait as long as it. EC is used to waiting for things. So, but I am assuming that we want to get this on the way and get back and do another mission.
I will say that the alarm spell doesn't tell you what tripped it. It just tells you that it's been tripped.
So then they'd have to investigate.
Maybe. Maybe they would wait inside to see if something came in.
Yes, we do not have to rush to violence. If
I
they rush
prefer
to
we don't.
violence, then we try and explain ourselves. If they don't want to listen, then we knock them out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like where you're going with this.
Well, we could just shout at the mouth of the cave, hey, howdy who, anybody in there?
A little yodel hoo.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
just-
stripping the spell is enough. We don't really want to. We don't have to shout our presence. I think the
Mhm.
tripping of the alarm would be enough.
I think that's fine.
All right.
So, who wants to go in first?
Easy, Bill.
Okay.
Just take care to, once we get in, watch each other's backs in there.
Ezra, what are you doing?
Nezrin is gonna set up by this boulder.
Set up what?
Just like,
Oh, we're tripping the alarm and waiting.
yeah, I assume that's what we're doing.
I think I'd like to, for the people like waiting around and hanging around, I think I would like to cast Pass Without Trace. That way, if EC's the one that's found, they might not find everyone else.
Okay.
I'll be passed without trace.
EC looks back and sees everyone hiding, and I guess they're gonna be waiting. So just looks around for
We're all hiding behind a pond.
loamy earth. Just starts making the whites of their fur, as much as they don't like it, more dusky. For I know it's like a 14th level ranger feat, but camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just gonna rub a little bit on that and just sort of approach the entrance and just sort of come to this bend, look around, crouch and find a shadow, just to stay within eyesight of where he last saw their friends, and just sort of wait there.
We all thumbs up from behind the boulder.
I would like to start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Uh-huh.
And if something happens before that that 10 minutes for ritual casting is up, then she'll just kind of stop.
Gotcha. Easy, make a perception check.
Okay, I see into the ether.
Incredible. EC, as you're waiting there, 5, 10, 15 minutes pass. Luna, you can cast detect magic.
I also don't think you'll be able to see it from that far away.
Yeah, you have to get within 30 feet, but you can walk up if you want to.
Well, I just want to have it, going for 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. So yeah, you EC 15, 20, 25 minutes pass. You guys are getting a little those of you outside are getting a little bit antsy. Until EC, you spot from inside the cave a bat flying towards you.
Bat?
Yeah, a bat.
All right, so as it's flying towards me, like towards me, or is it just flying out of a cave?
It looks like it's flying out of the cave. It's up on, it's slowly like perches on the roof of the cave and then just like looks down. And you can see it sort of just like examining you.
East is going to real quick cast their free speak with animals. Hello, nocturnal one, or is this your home, or do we? Well, I guess it can't really be our home if this place just opened up. Are you scouting out the new home?
You don't get a response.
Hey, before EC goes like to even like say things, they just think. We are just here to explore and find out what threat is within this thing and if we can stop it. Still, like bat speech.
No response.
Do you understand me?
No response.
Guys, there's a fucking unresponsive bat over here.
That's weird.
You sure it's a bat?
I want you to make an intelligence check for me, Michael. Is EC smart enough to make the connection?
Sure, is that just some weird roots hanging down?
No, I'm just gonna leave it up to you.
EC experienced a wild-shaped druid on the last job.
Yes.
So EC's going to, if you allow, with the 27 perception, look to see if there's anything unnatural about the way the bat looks.
It looks like a bat. A wild-shaped druid would be able to communicate with you as an animal.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would. They can talk.
Oh wait, no, yeah, with speak with animals. Sorry,
yeah,
I
with,
was like,
with
what are you
speak with
talking about?
animals, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that is what EC is using right now.
Would EC know that a bat isn't smart enough, though?
Would EC guess that would a familiar be able to talk to you like that?
I don't know if EC would be able to put two and two together that way.
Yeah.
The only familiar that they had was Rowan. They didn't really try to communicate with the Brook.
They haven't tried to communicate with Rook, no.
He's just having enough trouble with this bat. I think Olinda's probably gonna kind of sneak on into the cave.
Easy just sort of shrugs and just, uh, yeah, I don't think it is a druid, and I don't think it is an actual bat.
Is it a vampire?
What is
I
that?
think
You know, a person that can turn into a bat.
A druid?
No, like an undead person that can turn into a bat.
There's people that can do that?
I don't know, supposedly.
Are you a vampire?
Do I look like a fucking vampire?
Talking to the bat.
Oh.
Yeah, it was squeaks and sounds coming from EC as they talk to the bat. How long does Speak with Animals last? Is it like an hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, no, you're still within that time. Yeah, no, you look up. It's still sort of like looking at you as like a loon gets closer. Sort of looks at a loon.
I stare it down because I just like, how the fuck did you spot at me? Anyways, I'd like to Arcana check the bat by squinting extra hard at it.
Go ahead and roll an
It's
Arcana
going
check. Yeah.
I know as a wild shape guy. I don't know shit.
It looks like a bat from where you're at.
Yeah, that dumb dude be looking like a bat.
I told you that it was a bat.
Can I poke the bat with my stick?
Isn't it above on the...
It's on like the roof of the thing. Yeah.
How tall's the roof?
It's pretty tall up there.
Oh, okay.
Further than you could get with just like a stick from the ground.
Well, Mr. Bat, if that is your true gender, I am assuming things. We are on a job. If you have any other parties, we're not particularly looking to cause you trouble. We will be prepared to defend ourselves if you intend to cause us trouble. Please do not mind us.
See, it just sort of like blinks a couple times. Still just sitting there watching.
Morse code? No.
Let's just go. This bat is not being helpful.
Honestly, yeah.
Let's just go in, yeah. We've made our presence known to the bat.
All right. You guys heading to the ruins?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get you guys over to the other map.
The other map? Oh god, it's dark!
It's dark in here. Afan, do you light a torch?
Wait, I got this. I have light.
Hell yeah.
I am gonna touch the top of my staff of healing.
Oh, fun. Yes, so you emit light in 20 and 20, I believe.
Yeah. Light can be colored as you like. I'm gonna do a nice, cool moonlight sort of color.
Gotcha.
Once everyone's sort of like clear and nodding to AC will be stepping forward.
Yep.
I'll follow.
You guys will have to move yourselves on this map. Making you do work, I'm sorry.
God damn it.
That includes you, Patrick.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Not that I'm particularly good at it, but I will keep an eye out for traps.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I should just say I'm not good at a lot of things, I think.
You're good at like one or two things, and you're very, very good at them.
So as you guys head into the entrance, you can feel the ground like sloping down for I would say as you guys head in, it's like maybe 50 or so feet at like a, I don't know, 7-degree angle downwards until it sort of
Oh boy.
evens out into this cave area.
Since he's feeling pretty good about no physical traps, they're gonna sort of, crouch down, blend in with shadows more.
Okay.
They go
Yeah.
forward.
You guys can
Well,
stealth
Luna's
if you
got
want.
a light, so she's.
I would like.
I
to
vanish into the ether.
I think Pass Without Trace is still active for people who are not easy, who does not need it anyway.
It does last for an hour, yeah. If you guys want to
Yeah.
roll stealth. I'll roll for Nezrin.
I mean, I guess I'm
Figure
also
out
holding
where's
a light.
29.
I think it's like a +5. Yeah.
That's still an 18.
Still an 18.
What
Thank you,
does
Pass Without Trace.
what does Pass Without Trace do?
It just gives you plus 10 to your stealth check.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
That's a 33.
32. Come on, be fair.
Oh, 32, sorry.
Dang, if I had that, I really could have vanished into the ether.
You would have been, what a 39?
You did-
36.
36.
Jesus.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys all feel pretty stealthy.
Oh, I sort of, me being stealthy in the scout doesn't really work if you're, matching my pace.
Sorry.
I'm just, but I mean, there are stairs over there if you cannot see it, and points over,
What the light?
like in between this stalag.
It's like
this rock
a
formation.
pillar, yeah.
Actually, if Luna's our light source, and EC's scouting ahead, if EC can see in the dim light, it might be better for EC to be like at the edge of our light source, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just gonna come up over here to
I
the
don't know.
pillar.
The current edge is like that far out. Or right here along that corridor.
I would like to say that the Luna's not wearing his sunglasses. I need to remember this.
Okay.
He's wearing his moon glasses. Just stop me if I need to stop. I do have that 18 for investigation.
Yep. You can see an entrance to something.
Just check corners, typical scout stuff. Just gonna come over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's another entrance.
it calls out
Looks like-
another entrance.
Looks like this cave formation or whatever was here. It's big.
Do we want to go left or right? Easy says as they rejoin the party for the most part.
Right has those stairs, which I think if we're looking for anything interesting in ruins, something with a human hand is the way to go.
There's also stairs the other way.
Yeah. There's,
damn it.
there's entrances on both sides. What was that
Mm.
check for, Zoe?
Oh, that was me deciding on whether I would think of something.
Gotcha.
What is the floor like?
Here in the
Durham.
cave,
Yeah,
carved rock.
just solid rock.
Yeah, it's flat carved. It's not like fancy or anything like that. But as you guys can see the entrances, or when you look at them, you can tell those are much like fancier carved.
Are they like? Would one posit that it might be the same structure, just based on like the overall like make of the stone,
Yeah, you can. It's like similar.
or at least similar structure? Not like the same structure.
Yeah, it's like came from the same place, basically, like same origin is what I would say.
Luna's gonna do something because she's gonna take out a little piece of chalk.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna put a little mark just very high up on the wall, like right there.
Okay.
And right here.
Gotcha.
Like, you know how she's tall? She's gonna reach all the way up to like as far as her arms can go.
Gotcha.
Another like 3 feet or so.
Right.
So since the bat came out of the cave, Issa's gonna look to see if the bat's still with them.
As you guys started heading in, and Isi would have noticed this, the bat just went back inside the cave and ahead of you guys.
Did it go a particular way?
I would say it was moving faster than you guys were moving as a group. So it went into the cave and it didn't stop, but you didn't see which way it went.
All right. Which way do you guys want to go?
The stairs are pretty prominent.
There's stairs on both sides.
Oh. Kind of peeks a little bit.
If in doubt, go right. That's my motto.
All right.
Got these
Guess
stairs
we'll go
over
that
here.
way.
No direction seems more promising than the other, so yeah, might as well start right.
Okay. As you guys start heading right, you can tell this actually I'm trying to see what kind of a check this would be. Go ahead. Whoever wants to can make either a history check or a religion check.
I'm not trained in either of those, so
Do I
History is better than my religion. Believe it or not.
I'm dumb, so take me to church.
I would have made the check if I was proficient in either one, but
Fair enough. Alun, this looks, maybe it's like a temple or something. You're not sure. Luna, with this history check, you can tell that this is, especially with your experience with them, this definitely is like a temple of some sort. Very old. You're not sure quite yet to what god it might have been to. But like this sort of entranceway and all of the decorations and like even in this like dilapidated state, it's still got the presence of a temple.
Okay, definitely a temple. Kind of says that kind of low so everyone can hear, but not like, wow, this is a temple.
temple.
And it
Are
is
these
it is
braziers?
those are braziers, yes. It's also pretty impressive how tall the roof is in here. It's a good like 40 feet up.
Does this make sense with the dimensions of the cliff base?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Carving a temple into a mountain, there must be some kind of. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be dwarves, but it's pretty strong in towards that direction.
Easy. As you walk up, before you pass the center here, you notice that the floor here, this is still going off the original investigation check. The floor here is slightly raised.
Like Issy like stops like their foot like mid like even raise and then just sort of like wraps around this way and sees if the floor is that way or here.
No. Seems to be just the center here.
Luna, do you have your chalk?
Yeah, she tosses them a piece of chalk.
Well, I mean, you can do it as well. I'm going to make sure, but just points at the raised floor.
Right here between the two pillars.
Is it like a dais or like a?
No, as you like go down and examine it, it definitely looks like some sort of what's the word I'm looking for?
Pressure plate?
Pressure plate, thank you.
Okay, she's gonna make a different symbol next to the pressure. Oh, that's not what's. Put a circle.
Give me 1 minute. You guys roleplay.
When you get back, once this is like found to be like a safe area, she's gonna look along the pillars to see if there's like
Okay, I'm back. Okay, you cut out a bit for me, Michael. What were you asking? Um, with your investigation check, you do see that there are holes for projectiles. Yes. Which ones? Yeah, make a strength check for me. Yeah, you can pick it up and toss it on there. You can pick it up. In the sides of the pillars. Yes. You toss a rock onto the pressure plate, and as you see it depress, bouts of flame come from either side of those pillars and just hit the area for like a good 5 seconds before shutting off. This, yeah, you can tell that this like rectangle in here was like an empty small pool. A basin, yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. You, yeah, you can light the braziers here. Let me. You can light them. Yeah. Let me go ahead and Nezrin does nod. You guys do have Rook. Luna, you can go ahead and roll me an investigation check if you'd like. I'm chewing, sorry. I would say it would be like 6 feet. Um, but you could like full arm's length with the tip of it. You could definitely reach out like 9 feet with it. Luna, as you look at these, you don't see any of the holes that were on the ones in the center. Yeah. Nothing happens. Right. Here at this moment, you don't see anything. Let me draw it real quick. There you go. Now there are for sure. Not that you notice, no. Yes, I can do that. Nezrin summons Ruch, and as you try to speak to Ruch, you don't get a response. I think it's pretty safe to assume that somebody could cast magic with the trap that was invisible that would alert them to our presence, and the curious bat who would not communicate. A dried pool of water, yeah. I'm so I'm sorry, I'm ruining all your fun. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me, please. Good idea. 14. Um, with your history, is there not a picture for this? Fuck. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, never mind. I found it. Save image. Yeah, let's put that on the desktop. That's fine. Luna, as you look it over, it's strange, but you recognize it. It's like an older version of a symbol you've seen before. Um, Give me 1 second. Let me upload it. I'm uploading a handout. Save changes. Show to everybody. You recognize that as like an older symbol of the goddess Kapak. She is the goddess of uh ruling. um yeah, she's a god of war and the goddess of ruling, basically like kings or monarchs or something like that. Mm-hmm. Not a particularly um popular god, but respected. How dare you, first of all? I got it. I'll copy it into the chat. Go ahead and roll me another investigation check, please. As you go down this hallway, sorry, I'm still swallowing. You don't notice any traps here, and you like probe the ground in front of you. There's no raised floor panels or anything like that. Yeah. They look to be old, and as you touch your spear to it, maybe petrified even. Very strange. It would make sense because for roots to go down all the way here would be pretty difficult. It depends on how old it is. Tapak, yeah. Maybe in the past when it was a monarchy, but now probably not. I would say you probably saw some symbols here and there um, in your tour. You don't see any around the edges. At this point, you're still good. They're going down. You chuck a pebble down the stairs and it bounces off. Alun, as you step there, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, 25, 16, 14. Oh, I should make one for Nezrin too. 6. Poor Nezrin. As from the roof, you hear it before you see it. The whir of stone and then the release of what sounds like bowstrings as a bunch of darts come down towards you guys. So EC, Afan, and Alun are going to take half of this, and Nezrin and Luna are going to take the full brunt. Shield. I'm going to say no because it's a save and not an attack. Okay. So Luna and Nezrin, you guys take 11, and everyone else takes 5. Piercing damage. It was not the pebble. It's because you stepped there. EC, your tapping was not strong enough there. It required the weight of a full person, and because of the debris and everything there, it was hidden from your sight. For this one, no. It was like I said, it was a little bit more hidden because of all the debris on there near the roots. Make an acrobatics check for me, Alun. You face palm. You take an additional one bludgeoning damage as you face palm down the stairs. No, they're fine. They took a they were meaning to tumble forward anyway. They just landed badly and like sort of scraped themselves. Yeah. A lot of stuff. You see in the center of the room ahead of you, past the pillars, there's like the big, you're not sure what it is, like an altar or something? Sure, go ahead and roll an investigation check. You're tapping. Yes, you can. I got it, Zoe. It's like old sort of dried moss. Okay. Make a constitution check. You've had worse. You've had much worse, actually. No, you. It's actually it's very interesting that the moss has survived like this. It's there's not like water or like a source of sun or anything like that. It's very strange, actually. I mean, Alun knows that most moss isn't poisonous. You're so funny. I love it. Yeah, go ahead and roll another investigation check. 16. You don't want to deal with it. Okay. EC, you can tell that as you move forward, there's none here, so this is all clear. You can see it from here now that you know what to look out for. There's a pressure plate at the base of the stairs. And then there seems to be one as you head into the room. You can see another one over here. Yes. Here, I can just draw a rectangle. So this one, you can see it is, you guys are going to have to do a little jump to get past this one. This entire hallway is trapped. As you guys walk in, you see this large, imposing looking, this one all is almost untouched, it looks like, this altar here. From where you guys are standing, it goes up like 10 feet. And at the top of the altar, you can't see it from where you guys are standing, but this is made from very, very well made stone, well hewn, very well taken care of. Absolutely. It's you guys can jump over it. It is 5 feet. Yeah, like yeah, you guys can like step over the corner of it basically without much trouble. Yeah. You don't see traps over here. And you don't see anything here in this area either, as far as you can see. Yeah, that's fine. As you guys look there, in the center seems to be a stone pedestal. And in the center of the stone pedestal is a stone plate with that same symbol of Kapak in there. Oh yeah, they would actually love to look at this shit, huh? That's fair. You look up to the ceiling, and there does not seem to be anything there. Just, just plain ceiling. Yeah, go ahead and roll religion. Okay. 17. In your history with this religion, in the City of Light, there weren't really proper rites. It was more of a general worship, giving her um giving her tribute and things like that. Um as far as you know, any rites that may have been associated with her, maybe soldiers or royalty would know about. Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage. Yeah, both of you guys can roll with advantage. Elune was too busy dealing with uh yeah, Elune wasn't really like a soldier. They were a mercenary. It's a little different for them. Avan, as a soldier of the king, you were taught some of these rites. Capac would, one of the ways where you guys would bless like before a battle, you would ask for her blessing. You would have a fight, basically. Two of the soldiers, all of the soldiers would get in a circle, and two of the soldiers would basically wrestle. And you'd have to go all out, and the winner would stand conquering over the loser and claim honor and glory for the upcoming battle, basically. And that would go for basically everyone in the group. That would spread to the rest of the group because you guys are all like a unit, basically. a very good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can do that without any issue. Um, what's the long jump? Isn't it like 3 times your strength modifier or something? Let me look that up. Oh, when you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. What's everybody's? Yeah, it'd be your strength score. Nezrin is gonna have to make. I'm gonna say Nezrin's gonna have to make an athletics check. She's got an 8. So you also make an athletics check. Oh, Nezrin's not doing too hot. How much? How much inspiration? I'm gonna use one of Riley's inspiration. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll allow it. I will allow that. That's a 14. Okay, they pass. Yeah, you should be fine without a check, honestly. Yeah. Here you see 2 braziers and what looks to be an old out of use fountain. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please. Okay. As you look over the fountain, it looks like it was once like a working fountain. It looks like it has everything that it might have needed for that, but it's not running right now. No. Yeah, they're just like decorative little indents. Along the back of the fountain, you actually see a relief. It looks to be this very large, imposing woman bringing down a great sword across 2 fleeing people. Yeah. All right, roll a d4. So you take 2 piercing damage as you cut yourself and put the blood onto the edge of the greatsword in the relief. And as the blood trickles down, it sort of like it doesn't get absorbed by the stone, but it like sticks to the stone and starts like going down the side of the blade, and nothing happens. Sure. It drips onto the moss. Nothing happens.
Later.
It's gonna hop back across. We'll hop. You said there were traps over there, or no?
Oh, like he's still like looking at the step, the relief.
See?
So EC doesn't is just like staring at the woman.
Uh-huh.
Are you enamored with this relief?
What do the enemies look like? Or are they just like generic?
They look to be humans.
Turns to oh, we don't have a human in the party.
You guys don't have a human in the party now.
You got at least half one.
That's the closest we've got.
One doesn't put up booby traps if one isn't trying to protect something.
We could try springing the traps and see what the traps are.
I'd rather not.
Is there like one last thing, because EC's not like super into this, but it's a bit of a miss. All right, I'll let whatever this is play out.
This is Nezrin. Nezrin's rolling investigation. She leans in, and she looks at the greatsword, looks where you put blood on it, and then looks to the hilt, and presses in on one of the like carvings of the hilt where like a stone or like a gem might be or something like that, and it pushes in. And you guys can hear the sound of scraping stone on stone as part of the fountain pulls away, and you see a small alcove open up.
Oh,
Nice going, Nezrin.
Thank you. I thought I'd take a look, and it turned out that there was something to this.
What's in there?
As you look inside, you see what looks to be a greatsword. wrapped in cloth.
Oh dear, wrapped in cloth. Isi's going to pick it up by the cloth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's heavy. It looks by the hilt of it, you can see that same symbol you saw before. And the blade, I mean, it's wrapped up, but you can't see what sort of shape it's in, but the hilt looks okay. It doesn't look like it's rusted away or anything like that.
So it looks pretty well kept, ornate, like the sword and the relief.
It does look like the sword, the same silhouette as the sword in the relief. Yes.
Interesting. Isi's going to keep this wrapped up, and just sort of some like spare leather, just sort of like make like this giant makeshift like gigantic sheath and just sort of like stick it on their back.
You think it's like a magic god sword or something? Should we
It was
get
important enough to
magic
hide
and climb
away,
involved?
but I think we should just hold on to it for now and then see what else this place has in store.
Yeah. Alright.
But EC is making sure, like, since it was wrapped in cloth, like none of it is touching them,
Gotcha.
like directly at least.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna need another athletics check from our weaker
Why do you do this to me?
friends.
I guess. Oh no,
Since
guys.
I would
You can
like
cast
to use
guidance. Yes.
inspiration.
Since I have a 16 strength, can I just sort of like pick up Nezrin like a bag of potatoes and run and jump?
All right. Yes, but you have to roll at
Sure.
you have to roll athletics check.
Okay, I think I'm good.
With
I was gonna say
I
with
need to use a-
disadvantage. No, I mean I can use one of we can use one of Nezrin's inspirations.
okay,
They were at 5. They can afford one.
okay.
But yeah, with a 17 you can take both of us or both of them.
The funniest thing about eluding athletics is he is proficient and it's just his strength is 8.
That's very funny.
All right. So, got this wicked sword. I found you usually use 2 weapons. Yeah, would this be more your speed, or I mean, it's not
It's
that
like
heavy for
twice his
me.
size.
Yeah, I mean, great sword's probably a bit big to me, a bit big for me.
You'd like break the blade on a rock, it would be a little smaller.
Maybe we should
No.
I
decide
mean,
that.
if it is this well kept, I think it might be magic. I don't exactly know how magic works, but doesn't magic shrink to fit the user? That's what Auntie told me once.
Uh,
You know, I don't know enough to dispute that.
I could cast Identify if we wanted to know now, but it's going to take 12 minutes?
It's 10 minutes on top of whatever the casting time is.
Yeah, it's 11 minutes. She's guesstimating.
It would be good to know what this thing is that I am carrying around.
Maybe best to wait until we're in a more stable situation.
Speaking of, have we noticed the bat again, Innie?
Roll a perception check.
I don't see shit. But I can use an inspiration, so. No, I still
Oof.
didn't see shit.
Yeah, you have not noticed anything.
All right. Can I petition here, Gabe?
Uh-huh.
For since I am aware of the bat's presence, well, at least that the bat exists, that the 17 could at least inform me if it was like flapping and like adjusting position as we moved.
I'll tell you this, Melchisi. You haven't noticed it any of the time that you've been looking out for traps or anything like that either.
EC hasn't really noticed. EC's been keeping an eye out for traps mainly, but it's never sort of its presence hasn't really been alerted to EC senses, and EC senses are pretty good.
All right.
But
Just a thing to keep an eye out for, because start picking up treasure and people get nosy. So
yeah, should we go to the northern chamber?
yes.
As you guys head to the northern chamber, let's take a short break here. It's a good time for a break. Get some water, stretch, do whatever you need to do.
You can't make them.
I mean, I'm gonna take a break. It's up to you guys, whatever
How
you
dare
guys
you.
do.
When we get back, I want to take a looky-loo and see if there's anything happening there.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm gonna get a drinky.
Let's go get an ice cream.
Drink of water.
Drink the water.
Mm-hmm. That's just hanging around me because he smells my teriyaki chicken.
You gonna share that yaki?
Give him some chicken.
Not with him.
Back.
Help a
Welcome back.
pupper out.
Are we helping?
I don't know.
Yes,
This tastes way too good.
Oh.
Gee, that's just even ruder to your dog.
I don't think dogs can appreciate when something tastes good.
Yeah, but it'll be great when he slides it down his throat without chewing even a little bit.
Just finishing up my chicken before we continue. Damn, that was good dinner. Okay. Luna, you wanted to check this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look back there, you spot what looks to be an empty stone throne.
Hmm. I think she's not going to touch that for now. She's going to file that away in her noggin.
Gotcha.
How elaborate does that throne look?
It's actually a really simple stone throne. Not elaborate at all.
Okay.
It is pretty big and imposing looking, though.
Is anybody else looking at it, or are we just passing it by?
Anybody want to take a seat?
Nah. She's
Don't
fine.
really want to tempt fate. No?
I think we found the sword. We gotta find like a crown or something, maybe a cool cape, and complete the outfit before you sit on the throne.
Well, let's see. Just peering down that way. Oh, they're just more columns. I see.
Yep. And these are not trapped, as EC was able to tell.
Okay. Let's check out this room then.
Similar looking room.
Very similar looking room with a fountain and another relief in it. This time, it's of the same large woman sitting on a throne with two people kneeling in front of her.
They're really into big women.
Hmm. Is there decoration on the throne in this relief?
No, it looks just like the same throne that is in the room.
I would like to poke the relief with a stick. And by a stick, I mean my quarterstaff.
Yeah, you can poke it.
I do the same.
Nothing happens.
Well,
EC looks at the people and then kneels.
Nothing
I
happens.
think we have. What
I'm
if
gonna
we do
look
the
for-
kneeling in front of the throne?
I suppose we could try that.
Nesrin, why don't you check it out again? You found that thing last time, didn't you?
Okay, I'll take a look here. And Nesrin will roll an investigation. That's another 19. Yeah. The figure sitting in the throne, while they're not wearing a crown, they have a belt that has that same symbol. And they press the symbol, and you guys hear the stone on stone sound of the alcove opening behind it.
Loon whips his head around like, what?
Uh,
Turns out you have to press specific things.
Inside of the alcove, you find a just on like this small, it's not really like a dais, but like a small stone platform. You find what looks to be a belt buckle with that symbol on it.
I was more right than I expected. Who wants a cool belt?
I mean, we should probably do the same thing that we're gonna do with the other one, right? And just make sure that it's just take it with us for now, and then look at it later.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Maybe wrap it in
Anybody
cloth.
got some? Yeah, anybody got some spare cloth?
I'll take. Luna will take a bandage from her healer's kit, and I'm gonna be mean to myself and say that is a use, and use the bandage to pick up the buckle and wrap it around just in case.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
How big's the buckle on his belt? Is it like you gonna look like a cool guy, or does it just look like a belt?
No, it's a pretty big belt buckle. It's like one of those
Hell
like
yeah!
cowboy ass like huge belt buckle.
Oh, good.
Not WWE, but still impressive.
Yes,
Like,
it's not a WWE title
Right.
belt. Michael, you only missed Luna wrapping the belt buckle in a bandage and taking it
All right.
so as to not touch it, just in case.
Maybe we put this on the pistol? Can't help but be curious.
I mean, we can try.
What's a shot?
All right, Luna's gonna hop over the plate again.
Yep.
Steps.
There's also the idea of putting the costume on and doing whatever with the throne.
Well, there's
I mean,
no.
Sword and a belt buckle's not much of a costume, really, is it?
Well, yeah, because you got to find the crown and the cape.
Luna puts the belt buckle on the pedestal.
Luna, as you put the buckle on the pedestal, and your hand sort of grazes it, the stone that's on the pedestal, at least. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh!
Ooh!
He caught her off guard.
There's a rush of energy that comes from the stone, fills your body, and you're knocked back as you take 13 psychic damage.
Gee!
Ooh. Luna yelps.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the? If she's knocked back, I think we might attempt to catch her.
Luna, as you are sort of gathering yourself up after that shock, it comes to mind pretty immediately. For some reason, you're certain that wasn't like an attack. It was too much.
was too much to be an attack?
No, it was like too much energy. Not so much like an attack, but like a transference of power that would just overwhelmed you and knocked you back.
Okay. Well, something happened. It was quite a bit of energy. Too much for me to handle.
Was it because you put the thing on the thing, or because you touched the stone?
It was because I put the thing on the thing.
Huh.
It did specifically happen when your hand touched the stone.
Oh, okay. Not because the buckle went onto the altar, because I touched the.
Yes.
Did anybody touch the stone before?
I don't think so.
Nobody said
Hell
they did.
no.
Is the belt buckle still there?
I would say with the shock, it sort of like clattered to the ground over here.
With that sort of like settling of noise, like he's just like on high alert and like watching the entrances to this area.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead and roll a perception
Maybe.
check.
can I borrow the chalk for a second?
No. She
You
hands
know
him the
what?
chalk.
I would like to write "Do not touch" on in front of the stone,
Yes.
just so people are aware. Man, here, hold on. He writes "ouch."
You can go ahead and write "Do not touch." Is that a 28, Michael?
Yes.
Oh my god. Um,
Listen, I had 5. I'm down to 3.
you do actually hear something.
I as they're sort of doing the writing, I just sort of like catch Afon's attention and just sort of like my ears like go up and down as if I'm like hearing something.
Avan gets his axes out and comes and stands at the foot of the stairs ahead of the pressure plate.
Which way is it coming from, if I may ask?
Coming from the entrance, they haven't gone. The sound hasn't come down one of the side hallways yet.
All right, then Ishi's just gonna take point at this pillar and just sort of gesture for Afon to keep their eyes that way.
Avan's gonna go hide behind this pillar here.
Okay.
So was that like an electric shock kind of pain, or like brain pain, or like a searing juju through your hand kind of pain?
Brain pain, overwhelming energy. It like divine in nature, or just like a lot of something.
It was. It felt like when you cast a spell, you're sort of like filled with magical energy. It felt like that, and then filling you too much, basically.
It was fine magical energy and just way too much of it. This place still has plenty of power.
Hmm.
I would like to be stealthy and hide.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I'm
Avan,
good
you
at
should roll stealth check as well, since you're staying sneaky behind the pillar.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys are keeping an eye out and as they're discussing things, Avan, eventually you hear the footsteps coming from your area. As around the corner you see a very peculiar group of people. Give me one moment while I find my music.
Luna's gonna do a cure wounds on
Oh my
herself.
god, Gabe.
No one can say anything. I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. Oh god, don't do this to me. There we go. Playlist.
Be a trash can.
Let's delete this.
Oh fuck.
Coming from these, I guess it would be the west. Not super sneakily, comes a group of very strange-looking people in robes. As they look around and they walk in, not noticing you, Afan, as they walk in, and they say, well, what do we got here?
Hello?
Hello.
We're kind of trying to figure out what we have here. You guys got any ideas?
They look at all of you, and they sort of just look at each other. Yes, Michael, you can retreat behind the pillar. They sort of like look at each other and then look at you. And they say, well, you're getting in our turf. We got claim to this place.
Oh,
Where's your deed?
Deed? We found this place. We were here first. In the name of Jackalbark, yo.
Listen, I believe in squatters' right. However, the law has the land, which has the bigger stick than I can ever have, does need to see your paperwork to have that be valid.
You see the purple one sort of just looks back at the rest of them, and then back towards you, Elune. And you see in their hand, they summon this firebolt, and they just hold it there. This enough paperwork for you, yo?
That's quite the opposite of paper, I'm afraid.
They haven't seen me, right?
They have not noticed you, apparently.
Okay, and there's one stood right in front of me.
Yes.
He's not going to be stood for very much longer because I'm going to chop his fucking knees off.
Also, when the firebolt appears, Isi's like taking aim.
Okay. All right. Let's roll initiative if you guys gonna attack.
I guess so. Quite frankly, boys, if you're gonna, well, boys and girls
Finally!
in between,
Finally!
you're gonna be violent, we will retaliate.
this music is very good.
Thanks. I
Oh,
picked that out
come on.
specifically for these guys.
There we go. Put that on the
So glad we're
tracker.
fighting the Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
This is I picked out the most shadowy hip hop music I could find.
Can you add me to the
There we
turn
go.
list, Gabe?
No. How dare you? Oh god.
0.
I gotta roll for Nezrin too. All right, let's roll for all of these guys.
For the color wizards.
Shadow Wizard Money Game.
They love casting spells.
Fighting the Shadow Wizard Money.
I'm an old person and I actually don't really know this meme.
Oh, it's just that Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love
That's
casting
it.
spells.
That's literally it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's
I'm
no
glad they're doing what they love.
there's no more lore to this other than they love casting spells.
They love casting spells.
They love it.
The Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
All right, EC. EC and Afan, everybody else is, I guess we'll call it surprised as Afan and EC make the first move, basically.
All right. Yeah, just gonna pull back the longbow. Did they see me?
No.
Okay. So at advantage, we're just gonna do a favored foe. We're gonna concentrate on that.
Can you see all of their names?
Oh,
I can't see their names.
Okay. This is just for meta knowledge, just to make it easier to see who's who, basically.
All right,
Patrice.
then I'll fire at Patrice, who's the one with the firebolt.
Yes, he has the firebolt in his hand.
All right. EC takes that as a global sign of talks aren't going well. So he's gonna lock and load the light crossbow, and the first thing they hear after Loon sort of like we will be forced to retaliate is the kickback of the light crossbow as it fires out.
Yeah, 24
hit.
definitely hits him.
12 points of piercing damage.
They don't have Colossus Slayer yet because they haven't taken any damage, right?
Yes, I guess.
I believe that's how Colossus Slayer works.
They don't have their maximum amount of hit points. But technically, after they're hit, they don't have the maximum amount of hit points.
Yeah, but it's on hit.
All right. Dunk. And then just gonna sort of take cover from the things that have fire bolts.
Yeah, that's fair. Avan.
Can I do sneak attack as a non-rogue?
You won't deal sneak attack damage, but you can get advantage on the attack if that's what you're asking.
Okay, great. Let me see. What am I doing here? Are any of them holding weapons?
You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Is what I'll say.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do... will both of... If I attack twice, will both of my attacks be with advantage?
I would say the first one will be with advantage.
Okay. So
Yeah, 17 will definitely hit.
Okay, so that's 4 slashing on Geraldo, and then I'm going to do another one without advantage, I guess. For another
Yeah.
4 slashing,
That'll hit.
and I'm going to action surge
Okay.
for a rapier attack. Does 15 hit?
Actually, let me double check that. You gotta remember. Yes, 15 does hit.
Right, so that's 8 slashing damage and 12 piercing damage to Geraldo.
Okay. As they turn around, Patrice getting hit, and Geraldo getting stabbed in the back by Alfan. Everybody turns around, getting ready to go for it. Easy, you're up again.
All right. Gonna come back around, having loaded the crossbow. Gonna try for Patrice again. Normal this time. 14 to hit Patrice.
14 does not hit.
Back to cover.
Okay. It's Patrice's turn. What's Patrice gonna do? Patrice is gonna move over here. Yeah, he can see you from there. Yeah. You see him pull out a shining diamond as he says a few incantations, does a few hand emotions, and says, "Taste lightning," as he casts chromatic orb at you.
At who?
At you.
Okay, from my point of view, I can't see him. Cause I'm like flush against this.
Here, hold on. So he can move up because he did see you. Yeah, he should be able to see you from there. Can you see him?
No.
Okay. Hold on.
Like, press Control L on me and you, like...
Oh, thank you, Michael. I did not know you could do that.
Like this is why I was hiding here, because I thought that nothing could, like, see through this.
Oh, right there. Yeah, from here he can see you.
That's fair.
Hold on. I need him to go for his full 30. And yeah, I think from here.
Do I get, like, any sort of cover, or...
Yes. Yeah, he wouldn't be. This would be like half cover at the very least. Let's change. I'm gonna change the spell because how he can see you also matters. Actually, no, he's not gonna do that. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna move over here. Because you wouldn't be able to see him past the big thing in the center. And he is going to... he's going to cast Chromatic Orb at Afan.
Spell in the game.
The best spell in the game. Lightning damage. 22 to hit you, Afan?
Just about.
All right, that's 13 lightning damage. As this orb of pure arcane energy just hurls towards you and shocks you as it hits. And that's all he's gonna do. Reginald, if I can find a sheet. Reginald is going to put his hands together, bow his head, and he is going to glow with a divine light, and he's going to heal Geraldo.
He loves casting spells.
He loves casting spells. And then for his action, that's a good one. He's gonna guiding bolt Avon.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
was the heal a spell?
It was not.
Interesting.
Why is it on 18 for me?
Why wasn't it a spell, Gabe? He loves casting spells.
He is casting a spell, it just misses. As this bolt of divine energy goes past Afan. Afan, it's your turn.
Fucking right it is. I am going to. First of all, I'm going to second wind. So 1d10 plus 4 hit points back.
Yeah.
My bonus action. That's good.
Nice.
I'll take that.
It's 9. Don't you add your fighter level to that as well?
Yeah, that's why it's 1d10 plus 4.
Oh, okay.
So that puts me right back to 42. Yeah. Perfect. What was that lightning that you did? Fuck off. And then with my regular action, I'm gonna stabby this guy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 24 to hit. Yeah, you hit him for 11 piercing damage. He does not seem to like it, but as you look at him, his eyes sort of glow red and fire spouts out from him. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. That fails.
I will use some inspiration.
Okay.
It's 2d8, right?
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely gonna pass.
Fucking backflip 3
So
times.
you take 6 fire damage as the flames lick at you in response. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. You see Geraldo from underneath his robes. You see he pulls out this large sort of flat with not a pointed tip, but like a flat tip, almost like a cleaver great sword. As he takes it, and he is going to cast. Where is it?
I don't know that stuff.
Green Flame Blade. So he's gonna make an attack on you. It should not be a +2. That's the wrong. It should be. Sorry, I gotta change this. There we go. 26 to hit you.
No, hang on. You rolled a 9. You rolled a 7.
Oh, sorry. 7 plus 14 to hit you.
I mean, that does still hit me, but...
Okay. And we'll take the first damage, and that's a 7 slashing damage. No extra damage. They're not level 5, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to use my reaction.
Yeah.
To expend superiority die and reduce the damage by 1d8 plus my dex modifier.
Go for it.
Let me so no damage because it's 4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay. And then for his bonus action, yep. He's gonna Misty Step right here.
Dude, don't touch that.
It's written on the ground. Bo. God. All right, Bo. What are you gonna do? Why is my mouse gone? What the fuck?
Oh.
Okay, it's back. That was so weird. What's Bo gonna do? Yeah, Bo's gonna cast Ice Knife at Vaughn. I don't think a 13 hits you, does it?
Nope.
Alright, you do still need to make a dexterity saving throw. God, he rolled like shit. That fails, and you take 2 cold damage.
I think I can live with that.
And then Yosef. Yeah, sure. Yosef is gonna cast Guiding Bolt on you, Afan.
Everyone's like, there are other fucking people here, you know.
19 to hit
Yes.
for 20 radiant damage.
Jesus.
He rolled a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 4.
There's other people here.
And yeah, Nezrin is up next. What's Nezrin gonna do?
Usually they
Nezrin's-
take the form of dread first.
Yeah, they're gonna do their form of dread. Where's that? There.
And then I think the first round is usually Bane.
D10. So they get a 3 plus 3, 6 temp HP.
God, is the time that Riley's not here the time that Nezrin finally takes damage?
We'll see. And yes, they'll Bane. That is typically what they do. It's a 2nd level Bane? I believe so, right?
I think they've just done it at the first because they only target 3 people. But I guess if there's more people, then
I don't know if it's a warlock spell or a wizard spell.
I think it's gonna be a warlock because of their tone. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I have no clue. All right, we're casting Bane at 1st level, sure. So 3 creatures of your choice. I think they're gonna choose Geraldo, Yosef, and Patrice. So they need to make charisma saving throws. Here's Yosef, who got a 20. That passes. Here's Geraldo, who got a 16. That passes. And then Patrice. A 9. Patrice fails. Patrice is baned.
Suck it, Patrice.
Suck it, Patrice!
That's gonna be their turn, I believe. Luna, you got a guy here.
I do got a guy here. I'm not a fan.
Shove him into the pillar.
Yes,
I was
I've been
thinking
thinking this
I
whole
would
time.
kind of want to try and push him into the pillar.
Please.
You can try for sure.
Okay, I do that. I try and push him into the pillar.
Yeah. Let's
I put the light on it and I grab it in both hands and shove at Geraldo.
let's just go with contested athletics checks.
Next.
We love casting spells that can't be lifting too much.
I hate the
Yeah.
slides it takes to load the numbers.
You push them. I'm gonna say it's a wisdom save. Yeah, they're gonna take some psychic damage for sure.
Hell yeah.
Probably more damage than I could have done.
Dude, you
Uh,
have to touch it. God.
8 psychic damage.
God.
Hey. Oh, that's something.
Can I use my bonus action to heal myself?
Yes,
Or actually, no. I'm gonna heal a fawn with healing word.
it's a good idea.
It's a level 2.
Oh,
It's not much, but
You get eight more hit points.
Thanks.
I'd probably save her up here, honestly.
All right, Aloon, you're up.
This would be really dumb to do, and I don't think Lynn would do it because it would be very bad for this man. I really want to like cast Entangle and just strap him to the fucking pillar.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
mean.
god.
But I'm pretty sure that would kill him eventually. So. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. It's concentration, if I recall. If I play it right, maybe he cannot die. Yep, it's
I don't know.
concentration.
You're kind of dealing with damage that Gabe's rolling here.
Huh?
But you do what you want, but you're dealing with damage that Gabe is rolling if it's psychic.
This is true.
It is true.
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm all for it.
Mmm. I'm not gonna get that opportunity again. I'm gonna do it, and if it goes badly, we'll just have to deal with that. So we're gonna cast Entangle. 20-foot square. Yes, there could be better places to use this. We're just gonna have kind of the edge get him. So I need a strength saving throw to beat a 14.
Strength saving throw.
Run from Geraldo.
No, he does not pass.
Alright. He is, flavor-wise, strapped to the altar.
Okay.
It's just like, y'all better back the fuck off. We're gonna melt, your green friend here's brain. And I guess bonus action, I'll take my star form and I'll do the dragon. So the ring of stars that take form of sort of a wings and a tail sort of deal. And another question I have to ask is there a railing on the stairs?
Yes, there's like a banister on there.
Would that count as cover? Or
No.
like half or something? Okay, just wanted to double check for any incoming attacks. Alright, and that's what I've got.
Easy.
Alright. That's 10, so I have 30 left. Okay. Alright, if Patrice is over there, we're gonna use the same cover that we're using. Yosef looks hurt, so we're gonna fire at Yosef.
I mean, a 23 will definitely hit.
Okay. 16.
Don't believe Yosa
They
could
have
rock
not
any
taken
difference,
damage, but
yeah.
they're definitely taking the 12.
Okay.
Are they favored foed?
Yeah, I have a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, so this is the second one.
Gotcha. So that's another -2.
Now they're just marked. And then we'll just sort of come over here. So I, Michael, can see the field.
Yes, fair enough. Patrice. Patrice is gonna cast another spell.
He loves doing that.
He loves casting spells. He's gonna cast Magic Missile at Afan.
He is baned. I don't know if that makes a difference here.
Magic Missile does not do any rolls. No.
Just damage.
Is he gonna cast it at a second level? Sure, he'll cast it at a second level. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 16 damage to Afan.
Yeesh.
Can't really parry that, can I?
No, this is just straight force damage, yeah.
Nah, fine. You just gotta like spell parry and like parry this, you fucking casual.
You gotta get the timing just right to hit your iframes.
Reginald. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. He'll actually he's gonna move over here. Reginald. Reginald is gonna use their bonus action to heal Geraldo up a little bit more. Nice. Solid.
Oh, Geraldo's the one that Afon fucked up. He Misty stepped away, and then now he's getting...
Yes.
Psychically punished.
And then for his attack, yeah, he's just gonna Eldritch Blast the Fawn. It's a 24 to hit for 8 force damage.
Even if I reduce that, that isn't gonna miss me. So Avan goes down.
Afan is knocked unconscious. He's sleepy. It changes from sleepy pain to this. Afan's unconscious. Afan, make a death saving throw.
How do I do that?
Underneath your hit
Right next
points,
to hit die, there's a button.
death saves. That's one success.
Good at success.
Geraldo
Live.
is going to... I guess they're just going to Misty Step again. That's all they can do, really. They're going to Misty Step right here. And... Wait, let me find the... There's Geraldo. Yeah, he's going to swing his greatsword down on Luna. By casting Green Flame Blade. Luna, that's a 25 to hit you for 13 slashing damage.
That does hit.
And Alune, you're gonna take 3 fire damage.
Alright.
That's their turn. Bo! Where's Bo? Bo is right here. Bo's gonna move out as he knows EC's over here. And they can see EC from here. And yeah, let's just go with Magic Missile. 1, 2,
Easy pulls
3,
up their Brutus shielding now
4, 5.
that they found on the ground.
10, 6, 18 total damage to EC.
All right.
Yosef is going to cast Silence in this area. Where is it? Silence. 20-foot radius sphere centered on the stairs here.
Same.
And then honestly, that's their turn. Actually, what they're going to do, they're going to come up to Afan, and they're going to use a bonus action to, what's the fucking, I forgot the name of it. Spare the Dying. Afan, you are no longer rolling death saves.
Cool.
You're, what's it called? Stable. Nezrin has to cast a spell that does not have verbal components. Which I think all of them do have. No, yeah, verbal. Yeah. They're gonna, I don't know if Nezrin would want to. Let me double check actually what their, not Eyes of the Runekeeper, Form of Dread does. I guess they'll try and hit Geraldo with a dagger to force Form of Dread save. 15 hits Geraldo. Wow, good job, Nezrin. As their sort of crow-like form expands, and this inky blackness sort of comes out and tries to wrap around Geraldo, and they need to make a wisdom saving throw. And they fail and are frightened of Nezrin until their next turn. Luna.
Okay. I'm going to phase step outside of the effect of silence.
Yes.
Does going over here work?
Yes, it's a 20-foot radius, so as long as you're 20 feet from the stairs.
Sorry, my mouse is back one. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to use my Staff of Healing to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh.
And it's going to be just enough to get EC and a con. And then a
Nice.
30-foot radius. Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Each target regains hit points equal to 3d8 plus spellcasting ability. So 3d8 plus.
Should be
Wisdom
3 or 4.
plus 2.
Your wisdom modifier is 2? No.
There's your wisdom.
Modifier. My wisdom modifier is 2.
Your wisdom is 14 or 15?
Yeah.
That's
Intriguing.
13 hit points.
So everyone gets 13 because I rolled that. Well, the party gets 13.
Alright, I found you back up to 13 hit points.
Sure am.
Good job, Luna.
Yeah.
Alone.
I'd like to move out of the no talkie area.
Don't go directly that way.
Oop. And then that.
All right. As you do leave, Geraldo will take an attack of opportunity. It's at disadvantage because of fear, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They can see
I'll
now.
take my lumps. I think it was over here, or was it over here?
I don't think an 11 hits you, does it?
No, it does not. God,
Okay.
wrong. Sorry for the random one. Okay, it's over here. And now that I can be in the speaky good zone, I would like to say, take out the healer! Which is, and I will cast Lay Guiding Bolt.
I feel so bad attacking Yosa because they fucking spin a lot. They didn't have to do
21.
that.
21 does hit.
They didn't
All
have
right.
to fucking do that.
13 radiant damage to Reggie over there.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything I can do with my bonus right now that I can think of.
Then again, he
Yeah.
didn't see it, so.
That's gonna be that.
That's true. EC did not see it.
Let's see. A glowing flash strikes Reginald.
Yeah, next attack has advantage on
Hits him in
Yosef.
the gut like a basketball.
Yosef is the one healing. Just so you're aware. He's wearing a cross. He's
Shit.
wearing a cross. He's the healer, obviously.
Oh my god. Okay, well. Can I change that to Yosef, or do you guys just want to...
I assumed you did it to Yosef because you said the healer.
Yeah, we're gonna do it to Yosef. Reggie lives another day.
Reginald is not the cleric.
Okay. Go
He
ahead.
can also heal, but
Oh,
Yos-
yeah, I guess that's because I remembered him using a healing spell. Okay. Or not a spell. A thing.
yeah.
Something he doesn't enjoy doing because he loves casting spells.
He does love casting spells.
Anyways, I rest my case.
EC.
Well, doesn't take any fucking. Easy's used to not talking, but it doesn't take talking to imbibe a potion. No Colossus Slayer, so I'm topped off.
Nice.
And technically, EC didn't hear what Alun just said.
Oh yeah, because no sound can go in there, huh?
So they're gonna stow away the bow, get out their short sword and sickle here.
Mm-hmm.
Rush over here. Now that they can hear things, they're going to ba-bam.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Please tell me Bo's been hit.
Bo has not been hit. No, sorry.
God fucking damn it! Diversify your portfolios, gentlemen. All right, but 13.
Yeah, solid damage.
Then the moonsicle.
Yeah, 21 will definitely hit
It's been hit now.
for another 13.
And yeah, that's AC's turn.
Actually, hold on. They actually cast shield on the second one, and it blocks the attack.
No, fuck you.
Okay, never mind. It goes through.
Fuck you and your stupid shield. He sees the arcane shield forming, their eyes flash red, and then like they fake out, sort of like drop the sickle for a moment, catch it, and then just like bring it up where the shield isn't.
Okay. It's Patrice's turn. What's Patrice gonna do?
Alright, so Bo at least
oh,
has a 15 AC.
I think I know what Patrice is gonna do.
No, wait. Bo would have to have a 17 AC for shield to work there. Okay. At least a 17.
Yeah, they're gonna come down here. Nope, here. And then
No.
I need a loon to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fine. But only
And
if you say
Afan as
please.
well. But Afan, yours is at disadvantage.
Never mind, I'm good.
Okay, Afan, that 13 fails.
Let's inspo it. Why not?
Okay. Yes, a 25 will pass. So both of you are going to take 8 fire damage as a line of flames comes across the field
Scorcher.
and strikes both of you. But you're able to dodge out of the way, minimizing the damage. That was Reginald that I moved. Sorry. This is Patrice who did this. It is Reginald's turn after that. Reginald's gonna move over here. Let me make sure he's not in the silence. Yeah, he's good. I think he's just gonna keep doing what works.
You know what I could have done for that crit? Damn it. I could have done Zephyr Strike.
Oh, that would have been good. He is going to toll the dead on Afan. Afan, make a wisdom saving throw. That passes. So you don't take anything.
Great.
You're up, Afan.
I can't see anything. I have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea what the fuck is going on right now.
There's no light for you, actually.
Did the fire give them anything?
There's no fires near them that you guys lit.
I
Isn't
mean,
there?
a guy literally just set me on fire.
You're in. Well, I guess you know he's here, yeah. But it's dark enough for you that you would roll with disadvantage. Although I think Yosef is glowing,
Yeah.
so
Yosef
it would just
is
be a
glowing.
flat roll against Yosef.
Yeah, Yosef is glowing.
Damn, skincare review.
Yeah. How many? What healing would a greater healing potion do for me?
Greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4.
Okay. Make that 150 gold worth it, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? That's a bonus action to drink a potion, right?
Yes, for yourself.
Okay, so 4d4 plus 4.
15. Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's solid.
If they fucking stop attacking me, and then with my action, I guess I'm gonna hit the guy who's glowing.
Yeah, so it'd just be a straight roll against them.
Okay.
Oh, guiding bolt advantage.
Well, but
That
Afan
doesn't
can't
matter.
see in the dark.
But he's glowing.
That's why it's a straight roll.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. I thought it was like some magic reason other than me. I was like, but the holy light came from his cross because he's the healer.
Can't make ranged attacks on people next to you, can you?
You can, but it'd be at disadvantage. Which I guess technically would still, it would just be a straight roll actually because of the advantage. Because advantage and disadvantages don't stack. So it would just be a straight roll, actually.
Okay, I am going to quick toss one of my axes at him then.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a bonus action. Never mind. I'm just going to hit him with the rapier.
Okay. 16 does not hit him.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration, my last inspiration.
Okay. 3. 19 does hit him.
I fucking hope so. The fucking wizard.
He's not a wizard. He does cast spells though.
Alright, yeah, so 10 piercing damage to... What's his name?
Actually gonna hit him with 10 suing damage. That's false advertising. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. They're not all wizards.
This is Shadow Cleric ass shit.
They still cast spells, man. Listen.
No,
I bet he doesn't even
the
love
name
cast
is not
spells, though.
Listen.
Shadowcaster Money Gang. It is Shadow Wizard Money Gang. I can sue them for false advertisement.
I can do whatever I want, Michael.
I'm also just fucking with you.
I
Lou
know.
looks at Joseph and is like, name one spell.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Geraldo is afeared.
Make him disappear.
I think he's just gonna disadvantage attack Nezrin.
Alright. Disadvantage. Does Nezrin finally get it?
No, that's a critical fail.
Never punished.
Never punished. Combat is so much fun, you guys. Let's go ahead and roll that D100 for him.
Come on.
Oh my god, a 93?
Yes!
He knocks himself out. He's taking enough damage. He knocks himself out. He's unconscious.
Rip.
He's too scared of Nezrin.
Alright, looking at OC real quick.
Oh my god. God damn it, Michael.
I love that face so much.
Nezrin is 100% all of our girlfriends.
Right. The
All
battle,
right.
the battle shifts, gentlemen and ladies.
Bo.
The tide of battle.
It's Bo's turn. Sorry, I'm managing like 6 different character sheets.
You sure?
Brag about
Let's see here. Well, Bo did see Luna casting a healing spell. So
Are
we're
they
gonna
gonna
go
offer
magic.
them a sponsorship? That's a spell.
They're gonna magic missile.
Oh.
We're gonna say 3 at Luna, 2 at EC. 1, 2. Luna's unconscious.
Oh, I use shield.
Oh, never mind.
Block one.
Another spell.
No, it blocks all of them, I think, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I believe that's what shield does.
Did you not mass cure wounds on yourself?
No, I wasn't in the bubble. I teleported out of it to get away from Geraldo.
Wow, incredible. Luna, you take no damage from all these magic missiles. EC, you're going to take these next two. You take 7 force damage.
Well, that's just not nice. Make sure you take the potion I give you next turn, Luna.
What's Yosef gonna do?
Cast a
Yes,
spell.
you like the
Heal
sandwich.
me.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna heal Avon. I think this has gone on long enough. Yosef's gonna look at Patrice, who looks a little upset, but he's gonna put his hands up, and Patrice is gonna say, "All right, let's talk about this."
Music is still
Nope.
going.
Oh, absolutely. Music's not stopping.
EC's like feral grinning and their eyes are glowing red as they're about to. Someone might have to get EC.
Get your persons.
They're I mean, they say that. What do you guys respond?
Oh, that's my response. Someone's gonna have to get EC before EC's turn.
I think
If they don't want bow blood on their hands, someone's gonna have to get your ranger.
Luna's gonna move closer toward the fight, so Afan can maybe see, so that she can see.
That's better.
I would like
Gar-
to cast entanglement in the room behind them.
Okay, here's the question: are you guys stopping combat or not? This is important.
I am stopping combat. It's just
Okay,
like, all right, then let's talk.
everybody stops, puts their
I'm just saying.
hands down.
Someone
Avan does
better
not
get
put his fucking
EC.
hands down. Avan is holding his axes.
That's fine. I said they're putting their hands down. They look towards you guys, and they say, I'm trying to think about what they say actually. Patrice is gonna look towards you, and there's an upset tone in their voice.
Okay.
They say, "You guys are stealing our find here."
What do you need it for?
What do you need it for? We were here first.
I mean, fair enough.
See,
Ugh.
Mike, I see it and I know what you're doing.
We were sent here by one of the townspeople just to check this place out, see if it poses a threat. We have found some things. I'm not going to tell you what. We've also found several traps, and I've got enough hints that this place has some god involvement that I don't necessarily think it's a good idea for any of us to be poking around here. Why don't you ask Geraldo what happened when he touched that altar? Because it's not good.
Patrice
Oh wait,
looks at you.
Geraldo is what-
Unconscious, yes.
Mm. Why don't we ask our friend Luna here what happens when you touch that altar?
It hurts.
Real bad.
She's concentrated on keeping EC from slitting Bo's throat. There we go. Yeah, this isn't a place to fuck with.
We're not even entirely convinced that what we found isn't cursed to shit. Like, there's moss in here, but there's no water. Don't you think this place is fucked up? No one else thinks this place is fucked up for that reason.
Water. I just thought of that during the fight.
Sorry, what?
It could be groundwater.
Oh, yeah, shit. Now, you still need some, like, moisture and humidity. This is a really, for the tense situation, conversation that should not...
You guys, they're just watching you guys sort of ramble.
In any case, we were sent here to investigate, not plunder. So, I mean, she looks at Aloon for confirmation and a fun. So I'm sure we can come to an agreement that benefits all.
I mean, if they want to... Actually, you guys look like the wizardy sort by the amount of hurt you dealt on us. Maybe they might have some expertise on that sword that we don't have.
She shoots Aloon just a warning glance, like, these guys tried to kill us. Not trusting them.
You guys attacked them first.
Yeah, to be fair, we tried to kill them.
They brought the fire first.
Yeah, but they didn't throw it.
They didn't attack.
Don't jump me.
They threatened. That's good enough for EC.
That is fair. They did threaten, but they did not attack first. You guys attacked first.
Aloon has opinions that a threat display is perfectly valid. It's when the threat display hurts that it is bad.
Yeah, listen, they were still in the middle of talking to you guys. Even if it was threatening talk, it was just talk. Patrice sort of just looks at the rest of you guys. You know, I can't trust you guys. You guys jumped on us the first chance you got.
Fucking got a fireball out. What were we supposed to do?
Maybe respect the fact that we were here first.
What proof have we got that you were here first? We were here and you fucking showed up. As far as we're concerned, we were here first.
Please, we saw you and looking at the entrance, trying to find out what the fuck was up with that.
You didn't fucking see me. I nearly chopped that guy's leg off.
No, not here. The entrance of the cave.
That yours?
Well, you didn't do a very good bloody job at looking at us because you could only see 3 people and there were 2 people missing and you didn't fucking notice. So I don't think you were doing that good of a job at looking at us, were you?
Doesn't matter. You guys were the ones coming into here, knowing somebody else was here, saw you snooping around, decided to just jump us when we came in to talk.
If you know we were here, why did you not meet us? Why did you not meet us and explain the situation?
Listen, you're the ones coming in here, looking around, trying to take our claim. That's all I'm saying.
We found shit that you didn't find, so I think it's our fucking claim, mate.
We haven't even been here yet. We were heading over here and saw you guys.
You didn't get here first, did you?
Aloon rolls 2 joints and offers Luna one while he listens to him squabbling.
Oh, we haven't even been here yet, but we got here first. Well, if we're here, then you haven't been
Have you been to the other side?
No, well, you can have the other fucking side then, can't you?
Aloon likes his joint.
They just look annoyed at you.
Find its keepers.
Easy's gonna come over
there. Leaning on her staff. She's like tired of this. Okay, listen. What do we want out of this? We wanted to know what was going on in the room. Because they just showed up and looks like no governing body has come by to investigate it. So they hired us to investigate it. That doesn't necessarily mean take a bunch of shit or...
No, they also said we could keep whatever we found in the ruins.
Well,
I
that
ain't that attached to cursed swords, I'ma be honest.
their
You're
way of
already
saying
getting
it's
paid for
it's
this
not
job.
their business what we find in here. So, I mean, we can say like somebody got here before us, and like here's what we found, and they're not really going to care. We're staking whatever loot is in here is relatively small. We're still getting paid.
Actually, did you guys find any like monsters or anything? We've mostly just been finding traps and pedestals that hurt us.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
So,
Okay.
Fucking easy. My father just fucking grumpy over here. No, we got here first, bitch.
Yeah. It's my belt buckle, motherfuckers.
He's got to keep his pants up.
They do be falling down.
They don't
Patrice
have a
sort
long way
of
to fall, but they do be.
Patrice sort of looks at you, and then you see Yosef put a hand on his shoulder. He sighs, and says, "Yeah, yeah. Didn't find creatures. We found a bunch of corpses. It's like it's a mausoleum on the other side."
guess that makes sense.
Mm.
They fancy?
Fairly fancy, I guess.
Damn, I could have kept my mushrooms. Fucking takes a long drag.
Live and learn.
Did you go into the mausoleum?
Yeah, we opened up some of the tombs, found ourselves some jewelry and things.
Oh great, we can do the fucking grave robber job at the same time then.
Are you looking to stay here or just get the goods and go?
They kind of just look at you and say, "Our reason for being here is our reason."
Okay.
Well, if you're looking to sell those goods, this appears to be some kind of temple for Kapak. I'm trying to find. Having a little context might help for whatever appraisal you want to do.
Or you can spin that.
Eh. I mean,
I'll just be pretty upfront with the group here. Easy's not giving up the sword.
we don't have to.
I'm just making sure people know that Easy isn't giving up the sword.
Yeah, Aaron's not giving up the belt buckle.
We haven't told him about the belt.
How about this? This is just I'm no good at haggling. I'm from a temple in the city of the light. I'm just a temple woman. What if you give us leeway to explore the rest of this place, but we won't take any more loot? What we've already found. And then when we're done investigating, all yours.
Hell, we'll even tell you where the traps are.
They all look at each other and think for a moment. Sigh. They they huddle up. They talk a little bit.
I'm
Patrice
gonna look
comes
at
back.
East Uniform and see what they think about what Luna just said.
Aaron is seething. He's so mad right now.
Easy's a bit off put. Like he's they are not sure why that this diplomacy is necessary.
They were kind of beating us up.
I think we were beating them up just as much.
It was pretty even.
Easy was
Easy,
one round away from tearing Bo a new one.
Easy didn't see this. Afan, I don't know if Afan would be aware of it. But the rest of you did see Yosef stabilize Afan.
I think I did see it before I stepped away.
Anyway, Patrice comes up. Fine. Go investigate whatever else you need.
Okay.
All
Drops
right.
something there. She points at the altar. Gonna go get that, and then we'll look around. We'll look at the mausoleum. That's probably all we're gonna have to say about it. And then, the traps we found are outlined in chalk. So be careful about those. She
They nod.
hops around the trap. Pick up the belt buckle and the bandage again, being very careful not to touch the pedestal. Stashes that bad boy away.
All right. I think this is a good place to pause for tonight. Before you guys finish examining the rest of this place.
Oh yeah, Easy gets to keep their cursed ass great sword.
All right.
Well, quote unquote cursed.
You don't know what's up with that glaive sword.
Yeah, don't know yet.
All right. Before we head off for the evening, let's do a quick RP vote.
I have to give it to a fun, surely out of practicality of losing so many. And also being the fellow, the mutual grumpy person about this situation.
Solidarity.
Yeah, as far as he's concerned, a bunch of punks just fucking showed up and tried to kill them. He's not happy. He's not a happy boy. I'm gonna go with Luna for trying to calm the situation down.
I'm going to go with Balloon for an attempt at a sick flip. That really did not work.
That's very funny.
Alright, you could tie this up. You could tie this up.
I'm gonna give this to EC for being our track finder, doing a good job at it. That wasn't to cause a four-way. I actually was thinking EC. So.
Good. Your move, Gabe.
I'm thinking. I think my vote is for Luna. For casting find traps. I don't think I've ever seen that used successfully before.
I saw it and I was like, huh, we're going to ruins next. Can you
Really, really well done.
Thank you.
All right, Luna, you get that extra point of inspiration.
Shane? I have
All right.
that some of you more you very smart people might be able to help me with. I'm looking at the staff of healing text.
Okay.
Um,
Let me get it for.
can put it into the chat. Just the relevant part. The part that I don't understand is the cure wounds part. The one charge per spell level up to 4th.
Okay, so you can
Mhm.
upcast Cure Wounds.
In upcast cure wounds.
Yeah, and then so if you cast it at level 2, it costs 2 charges. Level 3, 3 charges.
Okay.
And level 4, 4 charges.
So there's kind of a floating pool of charges and each for cure wounds, and each of those gets used up by a spell level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You can cast whatever you can as long as it doesn't go to 10 charges.
Okay.
Well, I guess you could still go to 10 charges, but if you get a 1, you lose your staff.
Oh, I'm so silly. I finally understand this. Okay. So cure wounds is you spend that much to cast lesser restoration, you use 2 charges. And to do mass cure wounds is 5. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
That makes
And you do
way
get a
more
minimum of 5 charges daily at dawn. So
makes way more sense than whatever I was doing in my brain. So thank you. It was very helpful.
All right. We will be back next week, I assume. Actually, no. Next week is the 4th of July, huh?
Yes, it is.
I assume people are doing things.
nope.
Probably.
I have no plans. Oh, it
I'm
is
gonna
the
be
4th of
taking the
July, like
train.
directly.
I'm gonna be on the train that afternoon, so I'm probably gonna be tired.
We'll play it by ear. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
let's do it.
I would say
Probably
that it's
not,
almost
but
certainly I'm going to be doing something with Eileen's family. So.
yeah, we
I feel like
probably
any-
won't have D&D, but
I feel like
Any
people with pets
possibility on a
can use-
reschedule?
that depends on everybody's schedule, I guess. Here, let me turn off the stream.
I'm